This is an integrated conference between the different technical committees, and there are 3 technical committees involved here. One on ITS, the other one on urban mobility, and the other one on freight. And what we're trying to achieve here is to find ways in which these different committees can integrate their work, and then also to share some information with people in South Africa. We've got many international guests here attending their technical committees, and in attending this conference they also share their knowledge with the people from South Africa. We hope it will be quite an informative session between all the committees and people in South Africa, and that people will be able to participate in the sessions and actually learn a lot from our international participants.
I think it is very important for us to exchange our opinions, our points of view, but also our experience, because every country has something to offer, to share with others about the best practices and the way things are done within different countries. Less traffic jams, more safety on the road, but also to reduce environmental emissions, greenhouse gases, for example, and to improve the whole transportation systems. How can we make traffic and transportation better?
Piarc has 122 national government as member, and more than 1,200 experts from 140 countries are mobilizing in our working group. Our vision is to become the world leader in exchange of the knowledge on road and road transportation policy and practice. Piarc Technical Committee are encouraged to hold an international seminar so as to exchange knowledge with the low and medium income country. We expected there are almost 40 seminars during this cycle, and all presentations are available online on the Piarc website.
What we're really looking here at is how technology is going to influence transports going forward, both from a passenger movement space as well as freight movement. I think as we're seeing the world evolving and innovating as we go into the 4th industrial revolution, that it's important for transport to keep pace. We are already seeing electric cars on our roads, and we as South Africa need to keep pace, to not be left behind.
Hello, my name is Valentina Galasso. I'm from Italy, and I'm a member of Technical Committee B.1 of Piarc, and we work on road network operation and ITS systems, and we are very happy to be in South Africa because one of the mission of Piarc is to share knowledge, and we are very happy to be here exchanging knowledge with South African people who are being very active in our committee. And I really would like to meet experts during this Congress, and I'm sure we're going to do like this.
Solutions to transportation problems is really a valuable thing. We all, transportation is an important part of everyday life, and we all have the same kind of issues we're dealing with, and to be able to share ideas, innovative ideas that people have from around the globe at this event is just a great opportunity to learn from each other.
In the late 80s, I worked at the Texas Transportation Institute, and at the time they did a lot of work in terms of future thinking around ITS, and most of these things are now coming to fruition. And I look back at the 30 years, and what's interesting to me is that maybe the first 20 years we were slow, in the sense that ITS was kind of an add-on to basic infrastructure investment. What's happening in the last 3 to 5 years is that the momentum has just gained incredibly. And I think it's probably due to the fact that the motoring industry is putting a lot of money into R&D. We've got all of this stuff which is about the digital or the 4th industrial revolution, ramping up ICT and other things, and then I also think we're very much living in a society now where the society is actually demanding access to information, etc.
So if you look at how technology has in a disruptive way resulted in this massive amount of data that we've got available. And more recently, we look at your floating car data, or it's your probe data as we often refer to, your social networks, the detectors that are collecting information all the time, so everywhere, referred to as the Internet of Things. And all this information requires new technologies in order to ensure that we use it in the most innovative operations way, but also to ensure that the road network operations becomes part of the system. The word freeway, as we all know, is meant for vehicles. But yet, half of the people dying on the freeways are pedestrians. So what does that actually say about road network operations and how it speaks to the system? People that are not even supposed to be on the freeway because of the classification of the road are actually paying the ultimate price. So how can this massive amount of technology that's been collected be used in a way to overcome those type of challenges? And also when you look at the amount of data that we're talking about, there's a significant opportunity to enter into partnerships and looking at the different types of business models and how that can lend itself to the development of small black contractors as well, which is so vital to the economy of South Africa.
My perspective on world transportation is that it is actually the tipping point. The World Bank currently has the sort of initiative that they call transforming transportation, where they actually question the way that we are doing transportation as it currently stands, just the sustainability thereof. The issue of the global population, urbanization that some of the speakers have referred to this morning as well, and the fact that we cannot continue to provide additional capacity on a sustainable basis. The fact that you actually have these tremendous vehicle population growth rates, especially in developing countries. And you ask yourselves the question about, how do we actually take these things forward?
Our thing in Sunroll is not to reinvent the wheel. We have got research strategy that we're going to do, but it's very expensive and there's so many technology available already. The main thing for me is implementation. You see all the nice things that the people show, but there's not really one thing that has been implemented that one can say, okay, this is working. So I'm sort of pushing for that. I want to sort of do pilot projects, do investigations and see what works for South Africa and what doesn't. And here I must sort of also say thank Piarc, because Piarc is doing excellent work. You have got a lot of reports and stuff that you are writing. That stuff is available. Why don't we use it? And that is a thing that I really think that we should, especially in Africa, where we haven't got the money that you've got in Europe. We haven't got euros, but we've got rand, and the rand is not worth a lot of money at this stage. But that is crucial for us, that we really should start investigating and using this technology that is available.
The reason for the seminar being 2.5 days is because 3 work groups try to encompass all of their work that we're all busy doing. The nice thing about a seminar like this is that we get an opportunity to meet lots of international experts on these topics, and therefore the agenda is very packed, and we're hoping that we can get as much into it and get as much value out of it for everybody. We have a lot of road space and we can't keep building roads, because ultimately we have so much of land to do what we need to do. So the idea behind technology is it gives us an intelligent and clever way to better manage the existing road space. And if we can manage the road space more cleverly, we can also manage congestion and mobility.